What's up, guys? This is the ThePowerUpMushroom, and I'm coming to you guys with a review for Devil May Cry 5, or more just like, thoughts, first impressions, but I beat the game, so that's why I'm calling it a review. I didn't have time to record game footage and edit it, but I just beat the game maybe like 2 days ago, and I'm doing my second run through on it, and I've been like really looking for all the secrets and stuff, and let me just tell you that, oh my goodness. Devil May Cry 5 is probably, it's gotta be one of the best games that's come out this year. Um, Capcom right now, they're on fire with the Resident Evil games. They did it with Monster Hunter, and they're doing it with Devil May Cry. It's kind, no. It was, did Monster Hunter, was that, I don't think that was not Capcom, my bad. No, it was Capcom. Oh my goodness. Yeah, right now Capcom's on fire, and with Devil May Cry 5, like the new engines that they're using, I think they used the one for Resident Evil 2. Man, like they're really stepping up their game. So Devil May Cry 5 is a sequel to Devil May Cry 4. The creator just went on Twitter and said they changed the I guess the continuum, like whatever numbers take place. So it's like supposed to be like first is Devil May Cry 3, then 1, then 2, and then 4. Before it was Devil May Cry 3, then 2, no, 3, then 1, then 4, then 2. But now it's just 1, 2, 4, or 3, 1, 2, 4, and now 5. And here, I gotta say, from the very beginning of this game, right when it opened up, you could tell that this game was gonna be something special. Like right from the very moment you turn on the game and opening screen pops up and you start playing through the game, that you see the opening, you know that this game's going to be good. Now, you don't play as Dante very much. That is not, to me, I didn't think that was a bad thing. The main character mostly is Nero, and it follows another guy named V. You do get to play Dante somewhere around in the middle of the game, and you get to play a little bit more of him later. But overall, I think it is kind of well balanced, actually. They didn't do something like what they did with Halo 5, where you only play Master Chief for like 2 missions. This one, they kind of balance the characters out. You can play as all of them, and they're all very different on how they fight. And let me tell you that this game is one of the best hack and slash games I've ever played, and I do believe it's the best Devil May Cry game that's ever come out. And that's saying something, because Devil May Cry 3 was probably like the top one, then 4, and I think maybe 1 and then 2, but I think this one like tops it. So this story follows older, like an old man Dante pretty much, and let me tell you, he's not, it doesn't look like he's what he used to be, but like he's still got that wit, he still's got that, like that fire in him. But really what it focuses on a lot, the character is Nero, and Nero's character really grows. And let me say that Nero's kind of become my favorite character in DMC so far. The way the gameplay works, you learn a bunch of combos that revolves around the triangle button, and it sounds like it could be repetitive, and this is where like my downfall for the game kind of comes a little bit. The game isn't hard, even on the hardest mode that they give you. I don't remember the name of it, because they give you 2 modes. You get to play in human mode and then like another one after, like a harder one. I'll just tell you guys right off the bat, choose the harder one. It's not that hard to beat the game. You could spam your way through it from that one, but then you unlock harder modes like Son of Sparta mode, and that one is like towards the end of the game. You do have to kind of like start paying attention to your combos and your dodging and all that stuff. But the Son of Sparta mode is the one where you kind of want to focus a little bit more. It's a harder mode. It's the one that real Devil May Cry people like that have played the older game, that's the one they want to play. So just letting you all know, you can run through it real quick and then start the real game. There's a lot of unlockables. There's a lot of secrets. It's been a while since I've actually gone looking for secrets in video games. Like in this one, there's actually secret missions that you have to be in specific spots to find like these patterns on the wall, and they are so well hidden. Like I just found one like not that long ago. Right now, I was playing, and there's one where like I'm not going to tell you guys where it is or what mission there is, so I'm going to just be very vague on the description. Like I just had to look up, but I had to form this thing, and I didn't even know it. I missed it. I hella missed this secret mission, and let me tell you, like these secret missions, they're pretty legit. You fight enemies, you get special orbs to kind of upgrade your characters, and this game is all about like combos and doing your stylish ranks. You guys know what stylish ranks are. The more combos you do, the more variety of moves you do to kill an enemy, the better your style rank gets. And that's the cool part about this game. This game doesn't take itself too seriously, and I don't know, I think that's the fun thing about it. It feels like a video game. You know, like they have those games out there, like you ever Call of Duties, you have the Division. Like they're starting to not feel like video games anymore. They're starting to feel like chores, or they're just like, oh, it has to be all realistic. No, this game is a video game. This game feels like you're playing an arcade game. Like that's what Capcom is like best known for, is our arcade games. It feels like you're playing in an arcade, and I love that. Playing Devil May Cry 5 is like playing in an old school arcade with like all the original sounds, like crazy, and like when they do those the announcer, like it just feels like you're a little kid playing a hack and slash game, and it's really cool. It's an awesome game. The story, I don't want to go much into the story because there are a lot of spoilers in this game. Believe it or not, it looks like they're actually following a storyline that I think is going to take place over the course of a few games, or like maybe some DLC. But man, let me say, by the end of this game, like there's a point in the game where I thought it was going to be like the last boss, and I'm just kind of like, the boss is kind of weak or whatever, but it carries on a little bit more, and then I was satisfied with what I got by the end of the game. Granted, this is one game that I will say that no, you didn't have to put a lot of money into. You know, like they did real good on the facial animations, the graphics are amazing and everything, but overall, this game is worth the $60. There's not much negative I have to say about this game, other than with the character Nero, you get these arm breakers. So they're like these little gadgets for your arms. You can equip different arms or different abilities or whatever. Because Nero, he loses his arm in this game. Spoiler alert, but it happens in the very beginning. He loses an arm, and they create a robot arm from him. And this one chick, Nico, she basically creates these different kind of arms with different abilities, and you can equip them throughout the levels. Right before you start the mission, you can equip them. You can, you know, they're called devil breakers, by the way. You can change the equipment, the items, and all that stuff. And basically, like I said, they're different abilities. You have this one that's kind of like a force push. You have some that can like grapple enemies. You have some that shoot lightning. And if you use these arms while you're like an enemy attacks you, they'll break, and you'll go on to the next arm. And then, you know, you'll have another arm ability wherever you set for that arm or whatever. For whatever you set for that, like, story mission or whatever, you know, you'll get that arm equipment set that you had set before the mission started. So you have like a force push, you have a pull, and if you hold down the circle button, which is the arm ability, it'll do like one super powerful move, but it'll destroy your arm. And the negative on this is that you don't get to switch arms at will. It's basically like, you say, like, if I wanted, I don't know, like, just say like I chose the force arm, and then I had the grapple arm or whatever on the next slide, I couldn't switch unless my other arm breaks. And I was reading that the creator of this Devil May Cry game intended it for it to be that way. I don't know why he wanted it to be that way. He actually explains it, actually, but I mean, it's a little thing that it bothered me a little bit, but I didn't have too much of a problem because of how cool the combat was. But really, that's pretty much it. There are microtransactions in this game. I'm gonna go ahead and get this out of the way. Now you guys know. No, the microtransactions do not break the game at all. It really, you earn these red orbs at a very decent pace. I never felt cheated. Yeah, look, you can buy orbs. You can buy like 100,000 orbs. And let me tell you, this, I guess this is the biggest problem. The fact that it's in the game that you can buy orbs. If you were to ask me, can someone just pay their way to win this game? Yeah, they can. They kind of can. Like, if you want to slam like $60 down to buy like 1 billion orbs and buy all your abilities at the very beginning of the game, you could do that. I think that's cheating. And every time like you die or something, you can use these orbs to like kind of revive your life. But it also gives you an option. Hey, you want to go to the PlayStation Store to like buy more orbs and buy an extra life? Not only that, if you pay for the maximum orbs in like the game currency, like, well, because it gives you like 3 settings for these when you die. I mean, it gives you like these 3 like different options. So you can pick like the first one, which is like the least amount of orbs, and you'll get like a little bit of health. The second one is like, oh, you'll get your entire devil gauge filled up and some more health. And the third one is like, hey, we'll take away like all these enemies' health by a lot, and then we'll like give you like all your health and everything back. It's a stupid thing because really someone could cheat their way through the game and just throw money. If you're rich, you had $100, you could probably beat the game in like a few hours just by throwing money at the screen. And it's there. It's just the fact that it's there, and every time you die, it's in your face like, yo, buy these orbs, you know you want to. It's only $2 for 100,000. And it's annoying. It does get pretty annoying. So that's my biggest problem with the game, is that it's always in your face. Do you have to buy them? No. You earn orbs at a fast pace. You don't ever have to like buy them. But the fact that it's there, and if someone really sucks at the game, they could throw 20 bucks at the screen and like probably get through a level or something. It's just stupid. All right. But anyways, other than that, I don't have any negative to say, like anything negative to say about this game. Well, wrong game. Yeah. There is like a multiplayer mode type thing going on, but it's not really there. It's like, trying to figure this out. You can't play with your friends, at least not that I've seen. You can't invite friends to lobbies or anything. They are going to be doing updates on this game, but hopefully they put that in. But so far you can invite friends to your lobby, but if there's a mission that requires like another character's in the game or whatever, you'll play with somebody who chose the other character or whatever, or like you'll be a character in the background fighting. Okay, you know what, the story. This is one thing I have a problem with the story, is that in the story it goes by like these timestamps that, like, you know, it'll say like, oh, June 14th or whatever, and it'll show you the time in which this character is doing something, but then it'll say, oh, 2 weeks ago. Like in the next mission it'll say 2 weeks ago, and then it'll jump forward again like in like a month from now, and then it's just like, why couldn't they put this game in order? Like, why couldn't they just set the events in order and play the game from start to the beginning, like from beginning to end? Like, it doesn't make sense why they did that. I think it would have worked fine if you would have just started from the beginning, but it is what it is. Overall, I'm gonna just say that this is probably one of the better hack and slash games that have ever come out, and really I think it stands at the top right now. This is like the best hack and slash game that's out right now. So if you haven't, I highly recommend pick up Devil May Cry 5. You don't need to play the other Devil May Cries to like play this game or understand what's going on in the game. They also have a little history video if you want to watch that, but this is just totally its own story, and something that's starting something totally new with old characters that have already been established in the old game, and there's quite a bit of Easter eggs for some of the older fans, and some of the older fans might appreciate what happens later on with Dante with the specific hat. But anyways, thank you guys for watching. That's my opinion on Devil May Cry 5. Definitely go pick it up. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, update, or upvote. Forget that. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Remember, when you guys are gaming, power up.